Triple ones, the God, Ionis. Listen, man, it's gonna be a quick video about how people, you know, so insecure and trying to find validation when it's just a temporary solution to their problems, material things. How people, worship money and, nice houses, clothes, etc. But deep down inside, they internally unhappy. Man, listen, I don't care. That's why I'm glad I've been through the certain things I've been through in my life, because it just let me know to always be humble, even though I've always been humble. Um, Due to the fact that this is my channel, but this is their platform, so I do be wanting to say certain things and go to certain topics and word things, but I guess me kind of being a newbie, even though I ain't new to this, um, it's just pretty sad, man. I really look at this stuff, man. No matter how hard I work and try to be dedicated to a certain things, I see people flashing material things in my face, or everybody seem like they're in competition with each other or with other people. If this person get a certain type of car, they want to go get a better car. Or if this person has, a big house, the next person want to go get a bigger house. It's like, man, I think what matters, man, the most is just finding out why you here. I don't understand how people never just, I mean, I know we all have thought about that before, but like, my mind is so far beyond thinking about material. Don't get me wrong, of course, we all like the finer things of life. You know what I'm saying? I'll be a liar to sit up there and say I don't like nice things. But I'm saying in a sense where people are just like, for instance, like these rappers, and I understand it's an agenda too, but that's for a whole nother video. How some of these rappers be 40, 50 years old, and even the young ones, they always showing. The majority of the ones I see is rappers. I mean, once in a while you will see an actor or somebody else, but it's mainly like these rappers. They be like 40, 50 years old, showing all these shoes they got and all these different clothes and all this stuff. It really seems like a waste. But deep down inside, man, them people ain't as happy as you think. Anybody that has to show they have a watch on, or just always got to show they got material things, you have to really look at that type of individual. It just dawned on me. And matter of fact, it been dawned on me. It's like, yes, I like to ride good and do all that stuff, of course, but not in the way how I see others do. Selling their soul, to fit in and just have nice things. And some people don't care what they do or what they go through just to have material things that you can't take with you once you leave this avatar. None of that is going to matter. Yeah, I truly do understand, of course, about generational wealth and leaving something, for your kids, if you have kids. But of course, you shouldn't teach them to be too materialistic. Yeah, I mean, yeah, look good, keep yourself up, even if you want to cut your hair every whatever or groom yourself, there's nothing wrong with that. But don't worship material things because it's not to be worshipped. Yeah, the ancient Egyptians and other people, they wore gold and different things, I truly believe, for a whole different purpose. Yeah, it was bracelets and watches. Yeah, the pharaohs and a lot of people wore it, but they wore them for totally different reasons. Not to be like, oh, I got this watch. Like the rappers and just people in general you see that just go, if you want to spend all your money on $300 shoes and stuff, especially when you can't afford it. Especially when you can't afford it, don't make the no kind of sense. That's like a person going to a strip joint, throwing all their money, and then go home and can't even pay their rent. Just doesn't make any sense. You know, again, I want to state again, there's nothing wrong with having nice things. Everybody want nice things, of course. If it was 5 different houses and you could pick, the biggest house, most people will. With the biggest backyard, nice, there's nothing wrong with that. But when you're doing anything and everything and going out your way and thinking you got to be competitive, and just like all these phones, there's so many different phones coming out. It's like, I'm just going to stick with my regular phone, man, until I need another one. Some of these people, every time, oh, the iPhone 8, this phone and that phone, and keeping up with the Joneses. And, it's just like, I'm not for all that. I never was. And I know I made a similar video like this before, but I don't know how YouTube and the algorithm is, so certain things I do try to go over. But I definitely like to hear those comments, man, because it's very important, man, to me. It really is. Even though, if you've been watching me and supporting, even just by watching and viewing the videos, you know I do come humbly. I try. But even myself, I've been getting out of my character, but I just be seeing everybody. It's almost like they trying, certain people I've been around, and, even like the women in general. We know races, we done had our differences, still going through things, sexism. You got certain women, that's hurt and certain things too, and they think going on vacation, which is nothing wrong, but buying this and doing this and and being a workaholic. But I've seen deep down inside them not being happy either. And a lot of them seem to still not find somebody, or they'll just accept anybody. And that's not to every woman, that's for any woman that it applies to, and vice versa. So yeah, man, like I said, I just want this content to be about whatever, man. If you really rock with me, I'm talking to you about whatever. Whether it's we talking about spirits and souls and melanin, or, just having a real deep conversation, just having a simple chit chat, man. You know, because one thing I never try to be is like some big icon person or think I'm whatever. I don't care if I was to be whatever. I still want to keep meaning if I was, which I know, whether it's this or something else, I know before it's all said and done, I'm going to achieve what I'm going to achieve. But what I'm pretty much saying, if you see me now, you see me later, I don't change. The seasons do, especially in the Midwest. You know, we all are spirits and souls having a human experience here. Some of us are counterfeit spirits, and some of us are the original ones. So don't ever think, again, nothing wrong if you want to get you a nice car, or even if you want to put jewelry on and all that, but never excuse me, that crap. Trust me, man, I don't care. I'll get a regular watch. I don't even wear jewelry like that. It's not because I'm worried about somebody or this. And plus, I don't like attention like that. I'm not trying to be mysterious and all that. Like I said with the mask, maybe one day or whatever. It depends. But I don't like all of it. That's like people putting rims and stuff on cars and all that. I never was big into that. That's why a lot of people always was looking at me weird, because I wasn't with doing everything that everybody else was doing. I'm not here trying to pass judgment on you, but especially if you 30, 40 and you're an older person and you sitting back here showing the young youth to go spend their money up on a bunch of shoes and clothes and all that when they could be making better investments, then that's just something I don't stand with and agree with. But however you make your, whatever, and you want to spend it the way you want to, do so. But always remember, if you are some type of figure, especially when you're in a public forum, eye all the time, man, it's gonna be eyes on you, man. So whether you want to be, what's the word? Whether you want to inspire or not, you do, especially to those rappers, because those musicians are very powerful, and they're way more powerful than they even know. Words turn real. Music is a very strong element, but that's for another video, man. Like, comment, and subscribe. Shout out to my underdog immortals. It is the God Triple Ones. Eyes on us. I'm out. Eye on us.